Mark Brown was born in Valparaiso in 1951. He enjoyed a childhood that included playing sports and building model airplanes. He also worked part-time jobs to earn money. He had a paper route, worked in a grocery store as a stock boy and butcher's assistant, and caddied, always with his sights on becoming only one thing: a pilot. Mark knew there was only one way he could fulfill his flying dream: attending college with either an appointment to a service academy or with a Reserve Officer Training Corps scholarship. Although he didn't receive an academy appointment, Mark did earn a 4-year Air Force ROTC scholarship at Purdue University. After graduating with a degree in aeronautical and astronautical engineering, Mark went on active duty with the Air Force and earned his pilot wings. Although he wanted to be a test pilot, the Air Force had other plans for Mark and sent him to graduate school at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. It was on a return visit to Purdue that Mark met two of his heroes, Apollo astronauts Neil Armstrong and Gene Cernan. That meeting triggered Mark's desire to become an astronaut, too. His first attempt to become an astronaut was unsuccessful, but a door to that goal opened when an officer working in Houston called to ask Mark if he knew anyone in the Air Force with an engineering and flying background that could come to Houston and help write space shuttle procedures, assist in training the first crews, and work in mission control. As it turned out, Mark was that person. For the next 3 years, he helped develop space shuttle procedures and tested them while flying the shuttle simulator. Mark would later say it was the best job he ever had. With NASA experience now in hand, including his hands-on shuttle experience, Mark's second application to the astronaut program proved successful. History and fate would impact Mark's career in profound ways. Soon after he became an astronaut and was assigned to his first flight, the Challenger disaster occurred. His engineering background made Mark the perfect selection as part of the accident investigation team. His work with that team led to a redesign of the solid rocket boosters and the return of the shuttle to flight. With the shuttle once again fully operational, Mark flew in space on 2 missions, STS-28 on Columbia in 1989 and STS-48 on Discovery in 1991. On both missions, Mark utilized the procedures he helped write and rode the very rockets he helped redesign. He logged over 249 hours in space. But it wasn't always smooth sailing in the shuttle for Mark. While in orbit on Columbia, a short in a printer cable caused some flame and spectacular sparks. Luckily, the safety system worked. A circuit breaker tripped and the fire extinguished. Years later, at a special event, Mark found himself seated next to Betty Grissom, the widow of Gus Grissom, a Legacy Class member of the Indiana Aviation Hall of Fame. Mark told Betty that Gus saved his life, explaining that after the Apollo 1 tragedy, NASA stopped using pure oxygen in its spacecraft and changed to a mixture of oxygen and nitrogen. That change kept the fire on board Columbia from consuming the shuttle. With tears in her eyes, Betty told Mark that was the first time anyone had told her something positive had come from Gus's death. After retiring from the Air Force and NASA in 1993, Mark and his wife Lynn moved to Dayton, Ohio, where Mark launched a career in the aerospace services industry,